Hi everyone. Sorry it's a bit late. We were getting a lot of interference with the feed. Obviously Facebook were up to their shit again. Yeah. What day are we on? Monday?
Yeah.
Tuesday. You doing anything on Wednesday? Bob. Right. What we'll do, yeah. On Wednesday, me and Bobby's going to sit here and start reading the abstracts out of our statements. We shouldn't have to do it, but we will. It's part of getting everybody to know the truth. When we started on this, all we ever wanted everybody to know was the truth. But if that's what we've got to do, then we'll do it. It's fact. It's proven. It's nobody can argue with this because all the transcripts are there. The transcripts were made in 2010. Our transcripts through the HIA inquiry were made in 2010. The court case didn't start until 2013. It didn't end until 2017. It's a long fight. It's a hard fight. I suffered. Bobby suffered. His family suffered. My family suffered. We went through hell. We lost everything. Our children. Everything. But we've got our children back in our lives now because they understand more about it now because they were young and didn't understand it. But that's the sacrifice that we had to make to do what we did. Right? Some might say you shouldn't have done it. Some might turn around and go, no, you had every reason to do it. And we did. But on Wednesday, me and Bobby will sit here and we will read transcripts out of our initial statements. And if it has to be, we'll make it so that everybody can read them. This isn't nice. It's hard. It's draining. We already know the truth. We've fought the truth and we won. But when you've got to try and relay that back to the general public, it wears you down. When you see me and Bobby sitting here drinking, it's not because we're alcoholics or whatever. It's just to give you that little bit of Dutch courage to make you carry on doing what you're doing. I'm not disrespectful to nobody, but it's having to relive it every day, having to go through it every day. We did that in the inquiry. You'd think it'd get easier, as you go on, but it doesn't. Especially whenever you're wanting to push that message out there to tell the general public what it's like, to get the feedback and to let them know that this could be your child, it could be your grandchild, it could be anybody. Nobody's safe from this because of how big it is. And that's what we want to get out there. Don't hide behind, oh, it hasn't happened to my kids, hasn't happened to my grandchildren, because one day it might. And I hate saying that. And I touch wood that it never ever does happen to anybody else's kids. That's what we fight for. But if it ever does, and you're the one that sat there going, oh, it didn't happen to my kids, it didn't happen to my grandchildren, and it does, how are you going to live with it? How do you think the person that happened to is going to live with it? Yeah? And this happened whenever we were 12. We're 54 years of age. And I jump out of my bed at night. I wake up in cold sweats. I have my nightmares. I walk up and down my living room trying to calm myself down because of my nightmares that I have. Do you want that for your kids? Do you want that for your grandchildren? No, you don't. It's not what I want neither. But unfortunately, if we don't get this shit together and we don't get this out of our society and out of our nation, it's going to keep happening. And it will be your granddaughter that you're talking to, trying to tell her not to kill herself. It will be your daughter that you're telling not to kill herself. Yeah? Do you want that? I don't want that. I know what it's like to be there. So does Bobby. So does all the other victims. And we don't want this in our society. Whenever you get abused like we did, or like any other children does, right? You can never reverse that memory. You can't take that away. You can never, ever take that away. It lives with you for the rest of your life. I don't want that. So, what I want the general public to do, the people that haven't woke up to see this, waking them up. I want this to go viral. I want it to get spread all over the world, because it's not just England and Ireland. Yeah, it's all over the world that this is happening in. We fought the biggest paedophile gang in the world, which was the Roman Catholic Church, and we won. I never ever thought for a second, neither did any other victim, think that we would win, but we did. If you don't stand up and fight for what you believe in, you will never win. If you want to card down and crawl under a carpet, you will never win. If we all stand together, united on this, and come together on it, then only us can make that difference. And we've got to do that now. We've got to protect our children and their children's children. Is this what we're all getting old now? Yeah. What legacy do we want to leave our children? Do we want to leave our children in a world that we never fought for? That parents didn't give a shit about because they never stood up for the truth and wanted this all eradicated out of any society in the world. Yeah? We've got to stand together, united, and change this. Yeah? Because only we can. The politicians aren't doing it. The police aren't doing it. Nobody is. The only difference that us as human beings that live in the real world, right? We're the ones that can make that difference. We're the ones that can fight for that. Nobody else will. The politicians aren't doing it. Nobody is. Yeah? But we can. And this is my beautiful doggie. And she's a lovely support to me. But, know what I mean? Only us can make the difference. Only us with the voice can voice it and say it as it is. Yeah? So please, share this as much as you can. I've been overwhelmed by the support that me and Bobby've had. And our hearts respect every single person that supports me and Bobby and the other people that fight for what we fight for. Let's make it bigger. Let our voices be heard. Let's make this government sit back, shit themselves and go, oh fuck, we've got everybody going against us unless we get this right. That's what I want. I want the government to shit themselves. I want the police to shit themselves. I want to make this big. So please, right, share this out to every single person that you know. Let it go viral. If we don't do this, what's our legacy to our children? That we let them down? That we didn't give a fuck? That's not what we want for our children. So please, support me, Bobby, all the rest of the people that fight. Tommy, Tracy, the other Tracy that I know, Gary. We're all telling the same thing. Because we want it exposed. So please, get behind us, support us, and let us make a difference. Because if you don't do that, we're fighting for nothing. And then maybe 3 or 4 years, 5 years from now, when you're sat there, my daughter got raped or my son got raped or whatever. That's not what I want to hear. I want our children to live in a safe society where they can go to the park, where they can go to the pictures, where they can do what we never had. We never had this shit before. Yes, it was abuse. White people abuse kids. But at the end of the day, right, your kids could go to the park, they could do this, they could do that. It's not like it is now. Children are being picked on. They're getting their lives fucked over for the rest of their lives. If you had your daughter sat or your son sat in front of you now, suffering like we are, would you want that? Would you want to live with that? Would you want to sit there and go, I let my children down? No, you wouldn't. So I'm asking every person in England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Southern Ireland, the world, pass this message out. You should be safe. Children should be safe, no matter where you live in the world. Let's end this and let's make this big. So please support me and let's do this. Thank you for listening to me and Bobby today, and please back us up. Thank you to everybody that supports us. But come on, let's make this bigger. We appreciate you all and we love you all. But let's make this bigger. Me and Bobby are doing a live blog on Wednesday. We'll talk to you back then. Thank you everybody. God bless and please support us.